Alan Largent unlocks the door of the La Paloma Theater 365 days a year. It's not your typical modern theater. Its delightful charm can only be found in a movie palace built in 1928. It's cruise night in downtown Encinitas, and the classic cars bring a sense of history. It's a night for car lovers and families to enjoy themselves. For the men and women who restore these beauties, there's pride.
This is just a bunch of old guys with their cars.
2018 is the 19th season of Cruise Nights. It's become a tradition the third Thursday of the month on Main Street, a stone's throw from the Pacific Ocean. This is the historic Coast Highway 101.
When you come into downtown Encinitas, you know when you're entering. We have these two great iconic points of interest. On the south end, we have SRF and Swami's, and then on the north end, we have La Paloma that's been there since the 1920s.
Back in 1928, when La Paloma opened, Encinitas was a sleepy little town.
The history of Encinitas has been well documented. Organizations like the Heritage Museum are supported by volunteers committed to preserving the story of our past.
We formed the San Diego Heritage Museum in 1988 because we felt that if we didn't hang on to the little bit of history we have, that it was going to be gone.
This museum celebrates the California culture of hot rods, surfing, and sunshine. You can get a great sense of Encinitas history at the old schoolhouse.
This is the oldest building in Encinitas. It is in the best shape it's been. We're constantly diligent on keeping it repaired, painted, looking nice so that the public has a very good image of what life was back in 1883.
These days, change is everywhere you look. New restaurants, shops, and places to live. For real estate developers and investors, it seems that Encinitas is a gold mine. The question is, could we lose the La Paloma Theater?
Oh, the theater.
The La Paloma is the cornerstone building in town.
That is the history of Encinitas.
My girls were in plays at the La Paloma Theater when they were in elementary school.
There's a lot of talk about what's going to happen to it.
The community has expressed a great deal of interest in helping to restore La Paloma, and that's great.
We've been friends for 27, so about that long.
We've been coming here.
Always shows independent films.
Everyone's friendly.
My parents used to come up here. They were in the flower industry.
The dog's running around.
Got married, had my own children, and brought them back.
Seats are a little uncomfortable.
Got a lot of history in this theater.
I loved at the end of the movie tonight. Did you see the lights came up at the end?
Yeah. I hope it stays here for a long time.
You can just imagine what it was like in its heyday.
Not too many folks recall the La Paloma in the 20s and 30s. Lola Larson does.
We could walk down to the Saturday matinee all summer long.
I was in my first movie when I was 5 months old. My uncle was Hal Roach, the motion picture producer. My Uncle Hal made the first Our Gang comedy.
Everybody, welcome to the 17th La Paloma Poetry Slam.
Baseball is bigger than politics.
And this grand old theater.
I have been where you have been.
It was built in 1928. This was built by some of the old Hollywood legends, Mary Pickford, Douglas Fairbanks, and Charlie Chaplin.
Everybody form a cue, feel the groove, and clap your hands.
I think it's real important to keep the La Paloma Theater going as a theater that works with local artists.
'Cause I'm already gone.
So we came up with a concert called the Love the Dove Concert. Got some local musicians. One is a local musician known all over the world, and his name's Jack Tempchin.
I got a peaceful, easy feeling.
I want to mention I got a lot of history with this theater because, well, there were benches for a while. You know, they're hippie benches.
Mostly we focus on cinema.
Are you guys drinking beer tonight?
And we do quite a few four walls. It's industry jargon for renting the facility. So mostly action sports. Warren Miller Banff Mountain Film Festival. We've been doing Rocky Horror Picture Show since '97. shadow cast the movie. So they're up on stage in front of the screen, playing the roles of the characters on the screen. I think I first stepped foot in here in probably 1979. I was like 18 years old. Did the projection and stagecraft, left in 86, came back in 92 and bought the business. I had a lady call me the other day and she said, I danced on that stage in 1948.
The building is pretty old. It's coming up on 90 years old. You know, there's a lot of talk about what's going to happen to it. When you look at the interior of the building, and you can see all the detail inside that they just don't do anymore. But I think that it's an important asset. There just really isn't any other place like it in this area. But the potential is there to make it something that would be an attraction for Southern California.
This whole idea of the movie palace, I think for La Paloma to get to that place would be amazing. Encinitas Main Street specifically would like to be a part of it because our whole motto is to, enhance and preserve the historic downtown that we have.
I love that theater. I hope it doesn't go anywhere, to be honest.
We need to preserve it, and we are in the process of trying to deem the building, which is the Aubrey Austin building, as a historical building, because it is.
This place is worthy of special consideration.
Preserving the past ensures a bright future for not only this generation, but for many generations to come.
They come in, they take pictures, they go on about how cool it is and about the great memories they have, and hope it never goes away and how much they love it. Yeah. And I say, I know. Yeah, you want butter on your popcorn?
Will the La Paloma Theater be here for its 100th anniversary? To be continued.